Hello guys, the coin here. I just wanted to give a little bit of a market update. So we're about 19 minutes away from the markets to open, and I've seen this little bullish setup. But if you invert this, because this is a falling wedge, right? We have to understand that this is a little rising wedge in a falling wedge pattern, so we might see a little bit of downside. Maybe we can go back to 9,001, maybe even to 8,853. So this is a bit of a bearish setup, and I just wanted to invert the scale to make people understand that, yeah, this is a falling wedge in the middle of a rising wedge. So like I said, we might see a little bit of a downside playing out. We will have to see. And besides, I wanted also to report about something, San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio, Texas in the United States is so the citizens there, so they got emergency alert updates to via phone to stay at home. So looks like the cerveza bug is getting worse in San Antonio, Texas. Like I said, the second wave was coming, and here it is. We are in a crisis. How Texas lost control over the virus. So this was basically 20 hours ago. So yep, things are going bad again here. Well, at least in the United States, but this is going to spread all over again. They were warning about a second wave. Now the second wave is here. But you will only realize a second wave if you turn on the televisions, because if you don't watch the news, and if you go outside and do your regular life, you won't see this. But this is interesting. San Antonio health chief steps down, saying city needs to. Let me just say what she's read. Sing City needs to appoint a person of color. What? It's time for a person of color to lead one of the largest public health departments in the country. Man, this is just hilarious, man. So she's going to step down. I don't know if she was competent or not. So basically, the health chief steps down because, in her opinion, the city needs more variety. And this is not a race thing, guys, because let's assume that she's competent, right? So let's assume she's competent. I don't know if she's competent or not, but if she's competent, why the hell is she stepping down? For someone eventually to fill a job that is not as competent as her. This is just a supposition. I'm just saying, but it is stupid. How it's like me saying, I work in a mall, or something, and yeah, basically I'm going to step down from my job because yeah, this person of color, this person of color needs to be in here. Look, it's just incredibly stupid. Would you give away a job for anyone? And this is not a race thing. It doesn't matter if it is a black guy, a white guy, a Chinese, a Japanese, or whatever. Man, if you're in your job and if you like the job, are you going to step down and give your job away for someone else? Because in sake of diversity? Come on. What the hell is this, guys? This is just plain stupid, man. This is just politics 101. This is really, man, I don't understand this. This kind of crap. No, just this news. San Antonio Health Chief steps down, saying city needs to appoint a person of color. It's time for a person of color to lead one of the largest public health departments in the country. Dawn Emmerich, a white woman who has led the department for less than 6 months, wrote in a resignation letter this week. Look, I don't get this, guys. It's like I said, man. It's like you're in a job, you're actually good at your job, and you like your job, and you're going to give your job away because the company needs more diversification. Come on, what the hell is this, guys? So you're basically putting in jeopardy your livelihood, and you're putting in jeopardy feeding your family, just because of sakes of diversity. What the hell is this? Where is this world going to, man? This is just incredible, man. And like I said, let's say she's a competent person. She's a competent person and she likes the job. What if they elect? And once again, this is not a race thing. This is not a race thing. Let's assume that the black person that takes care of the of her position, is not as competent as her. Because that is the problem that is going on with all over the world. If she would resignate her job or her position for someone that can do it better, that would make sense, right? But she's resignating just because sakes of diversity, without knowing that person's qualification, man. This is just fucking insane, man. This is insane, man. I don't get this, man. And once again, man, if I believe that she needs a job, right? I believe she might have family, she might have kids. Would you give away your job? Come on. Especially in an economic situation that we are right now all over the world. This is just insanity, man. This is just complete insanity. What's going on? I don't understand this shit. Seriously, man. I'm going to resignate because we need more diversification. Come on. No, because the problem is that we're seeing that in politics too. Here in politics in Portugal, yeah, there are not as many people in the parliament as they should be. So why the hell don't these guys resignate the ministers and whatever? Why don't they resignate in favor of a woman? Right? Come on. This is just this is just plain insanity, man. I don't get this stuff. I really don't. Yeah. This is just complete ludicrous what's going on. I'm going to resignate my job because this company needs more diversification. Come on. Oh man. No, but that's the bottom line. This kind of crap only happens in politics, you know, because in real life doesn't it doesn't happen, man. Because like I said, come on, guys, jobs are getting scarce all over the world, and you would resignate your job, you know, once again putting in jeopardy your livelihood because you believe there needs to be more diversification. So you're going to be the hero. Come on, this is just this is just complete insanity. What is going on around the world, man? It's just not understandable. It's just not understandable. But whatever, man. Whatever, man. So 9 minutes left until the market's open. Let's just stick around here to see what happens. Hello, viewers. This looks like a bullish setup, but it's actually a bearish setup because I inverted the scale because of this falling wedge here. Falling wedges generally go 70% to the upside and 30% to the downside. So this is a bearish setup. I just inverted scales. In case people are actually wondering, this is what I did here. I inverted the scale, so we're seeing a little bit of a wedge pattern to the upside, so I guess it broke out. And I'm just seeing it if it plays out. This is not a big move, even if it breaks, even if it goes down. I'm expecting maybe, I don't know, it could come back to 9,001 or even 8,856, because we have to understand there is a bigger wedge here that formed here, descending wedge that formed. This is just a short-term play to see if it plays out. And once again, the markets are 7 minutes away from opening, so we're going to see what will happen here as well. More bad news? No. No, I was yeah. There's a little bit of bad news. I was just reporting the San Antonio, Texas. You know, because it looks like people are they received the people of San Antonio, Texas received text messages from the city to say to stay at home. It looks like the coronavirus outbreak there is heavy there. Looks like cases in the United States are going up, which I believe will affect the market, you know, although whatever. So the virus really didn't go away, but you know, we had a V-shaped recovery for about 2 months, but whatever. So 5 minutes left until the market's open, so let's see what's happening in here. This is a little bit of a bearish setup here. It's inverted scale. It's not what it seems. Let me just put it back together. So this is the real chart here, but this is a rising wedge, and rising wedges generally go to the downside. I'm not expecting much of a movement. Maybe we can go back to 9,000, 9,001, or eventually even 8,856. I don't know. Let's see what happens. 5 minutes left until the markets open. I'm just inverting this for perspective scale here, 6, because yeah, this is a falling wedge. So falling wedge is a bullish pattern like this one. This is a bullish. This would be a bearish pattern, but inverted like it is right now, it is a bullish one. So like we can see, this is a bullish pattern. This whole movement is a bullish pattern, but we kind of reached the top here. Now it's forming this rising wedge, which is generally a bearish pattern. So like I said, I'm not expecting a big movement here. We could, like I said, go back to 9001, testing the resistance here, or even go back to 8,857, which is not very likely, but like I said, we have to see what happens, because there's a lot of cases of the coronavirus, and that looks like it has been affecting the markets, because mostly the traders, people that are trading, they're getting more focused about the coronavirus outbreak, and more cases, more infections, and whatever, and that apparently moves the markets. But for me, once again, this is bullshit. This is just a pretext. So the media is pushing this just to spread panic once again, and to make the market drop. Although once again, I don't believe there is any other way to prevent it, unless there is that global reset that I have been talking the last days, that have been announced about that has been announced in the IMF and the World Economic Forum. But it looks like it could only happen in 2021. So if that is the case, we're going to continue to drop. We're going to, like I said, I don't see anything, man. The world economy is in shambles, man. The world economy is done, and now it's only the stock market that will make it worse. Bankruptcies. We're already starting to see the ripple effects of a credit card processing company from Germany that went belly down because of money. They were cooking the books. So this affected a lot of clients from other companies, because this was a third party. So a lot of companies in the UK are suffering because of that. They have to migrate their services. Looks like some people banks are also in trouble. Let me just see if there is any other news in regards of the Wirecard, because that's what it's all about. Wirecard. So let me put here what it is all about, this Wirecard stuff. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened once again, man. This shit happens a lot for whatever reason. But yeah, let's check out what's going on in the stock market. So the futures are open. Let me just remove the pivots here. Stock market is open. There isn't any data yet because this is delayed. I don't get it why this data is delayed. So the silver and the other markets are all at real time, and for whatever reason it's always delayed. So silver market is a little bit to the upside right now. Let's take a look at gold as well. Gold is also up with a serious wick to the upside. Maybe this is a reversal. Check out the oil market. Looks like the oil market also opened to the downside. Let me take a look at the Euro USD. Not much movement here as well. Let me go back to the futures market. Still no data here. So Bitcoin is going a little bit lower right now as well. So like I said, I'm expecting this to play out a little bit, although I don't believe there will be a big dump because this is an inverted scale. We should be going down a little bit. So like I said, maybe around 9,000, 8,860, so I don't know. But I believe we will drop a little bit just because of this, well, in this case it looks like a falling wedge, but it's a rising wedge, so this is what is going on, just complete insanity all over the world, man. It continues. It's no stopping, no ending to this. The insanity in part of the politicians and everybody that is involved in mainstream media and whatever, man. It's just complete insanity. What's going on all over the world? It's like everybody lost their fucking heads. Like when you kill and cook a chicken. Jesus, it's really insanity, man. So I'm checking if if I can find some real-time data from the Dow Jones futures. Yep. So we're a little bit down. We're 131 points down at 0.52. So the market has opened to the downside, futures market, so let me see if there is data here. Finally, looks like we're getting some data from the futures market. So let me invert the scale here once again. Looks like we're dumping here. Although in the real time it doesn't look that bad. So the only question is that so still don't know which one is the best updated here, so let me check another ticker. What's interesting? Man, this website is so fucking slow and so fucking heavy. I don't get it, man. Takes forever to open up. To man, there's a couple of these sites that are so damn slow, man. It's incredible, man. So let me take a look if that data here is more accurate and more recent than the one that I was checking. Hmm, 24,772. So it's actually going down. 773. Yep. Let me check on what this one is saying. Yep. This from AGI is not accurate at all. So the futures market is opening 765. It's opening lower here. Looks like Bitcoin is reacting to this as well. Starting to go up a little bit down, not very much right now, but it's dumping a bit. Futures market still low. Open to the downside. Not much going on right now. Log point 0.55% to the downside. So yeah, guys, not much happening right now. So I'm going to shut the stream down. If anything comes up, I'll be back up again. If not, then I'll just stay. I'll just stay put. Okay, guys, I'm the coin, and I'm out.